soon as we finish getting you settled in here, I'm going to find the nurse that let you out and get her fired.
It's not her fault. You pulled rank.
Oh, I see. Mr. Hughes is now a doctor?
Nothing could have kept me away from that church. I needed to say goodbye to Duke. His only mistake was thinking he was in love with me.
Do not blame yourself. If anyone is to blame, it's Kevin. I mean, it's his arrogance and his stupidity that pushed the two of you together.
Please stop it, Dorian. I feel terrible about what happened at the church.
He attacked you.
He's lost everything. He's lost the only child he'll ever have. He's suffering right now, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I can't believe what you're saying. After all the ghastly things he's done, you're actually sympathizing with him?
Are you still in love with him, Kelly?
Adriana, how can you ask such a thing? Of course she has no feelings for that man.
How could I not? Kevin's lost everything.
You must be exhausted, son. Why don't you let me take you home? I don't want to go home. Well, where to then? I just want to be alone, Dad. Son, where are you going to go? See him executed on account of what it'd do to you and those poor kids.
You think he did it, don't you? Do you really believe that he would kill a pregnant woman, that he would murder his own child?
If you're asking me if he's capable of it, I'd have to say yeah. I mean, considering what Todd did to Marty Saybrook.
Well, I'm not defending what he did to Marty.
It's because you can't.
No, of course I can't, but that was not murder. Which is what the death penalty is, hello? State-sanctioned murder.
Well, Vicky, that's your opinion.
Yeah, well, I know what your opinion is. It's frontier justice, an eye for an eye, right?
Yeah, well, you're damn right it is. Some people deserve to die for the crimes they commit. If I could take Norman Leeds and strap him into the chair and pull the switch myself, I wouldn't bat an eye.
Please! I cannot even bear to think about that man today. Please!
Tell me that he doesn't deserve to die after what he did to our Jessica, after what he did to our little girl. Wouldn't you give him the lethal injection yourself if you had a chance?
No, I would not. Because I would not allow my need for revenge to rob me of every last ounce of my faith.
Don't talk to me about faith on the day I'm burying my grandson. Oh, Vicky. Damn it. I just want him back.
Well, so do I.
Please excuse me. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Stop. What are you doing here?
I simply had to come by to pay my respects. I would have been here sooner, but I had to look after Kelly.
Yes, how is she?
Much better now that she's back in the hospital. She's devastated about Duke. We all are.
Well, thank you for saying that, Dorian, and thank you for stopping by.
Words seem hollow at a time like this. I know that I'm supposed to be feeling sympathy for Duke, his family, but when I look around at all of this, I can't help myself. I'm just so grateful that it was Duke who died and not Kelly. And as if things weren't bad enough, I had to literally fight my way past a horde of press that are camped outside. Do you know, one of them actually had the gall to bombard me with questions about what happened between Kevin and Kelly at the church.
All right, I'll take care of that. I'll have security rein them in, take them back a few feet.
They are bottom feeders, every last one of them.
You know, Dorian, I somehow can't imagine you passing up an opportunity to speak into a microphone.
Well, I certainly wasn't going to allow them to have the last word on poor, darling Duke. Yes, I told them what a wonderful, remarkable young man Duke was, and that they really ought to show some respect toward the Buchanan family. And allow them to grieve in peace.
Thank you, Dorian.
Oh, thank you, Dorian. Thank you so much for exploiting our grandson's death in your ever so desperate attempt to maneuver your way into Clint's bed.
Vicky, I know you're upset, but you're being overly harsh.
Oh, no, I'm not being nearly harsh enough. You didn't hear what your little friend had to say at the church, did you?
Will we not do this today?
It's perfectly all right. If Vicky, in her grief, needs to vent at someone, it's all right. I'm happy to be the object of her abuse.
You show up here when I specifically told you not to come to try to ingratiate yourself with Clint in my grandson's name, and then you have the nerve to complain about the gall of the press?
Are you forgetting all of the emotional support that you offered David when he and I were having all those problems?
Don't turn this on me, Dorian. What's the matter? You got sick and tired of seducing my sons? Now you're going after Clint? He's not a naive teenager, you know.
Joe was not naive, and thank goodness he had a father who could teach him how to be a man.
All right, that's it. Be quiet, both of you. After all the tragedy we've been through lately and what both families are going to have to face tomorrow, the most constructive thing the two of you can do is tear at each other. This is not how I'm going to honor the passing of a grandson, and I'm not going to allow it in this house anymore.
I'm very sorry, Clint. I should never have allowed Vicky to bait me that way. And tomorrow is going to be very, very hard for all of us. No matter what one may think of Todd, we do have to be there for Blair and the children.
You know, if the press ever got hold of the fact that you two were going after each other, it'd be a bigger circus than it is now.
Yes. Todd's execution will definitely add fuel to the fire. They're out there now crawling all over each other, trying to get the best soundbite.
Vicky?
I am not going to answer any questions about my grandson's death. I would like to make a statement about my brother Todd Manning, and that's it. Please come in.
No questions? She's the president now.
Vicky, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm just trying to save my brother's life. Are you ready? As all of you know, my brother Todd Manning is scheduled to be executed tomorrow at Lehigh Prison at 9 p.m. Now, it's no secret to Governor Brooks and to the press that I firmly believe my brother is innocent of the crime of which he was convicted. It is also no secret to any of you that I am a staunch opponent of the death penalty in general. For that reason, I'm going to join the protesters at the prison vigil, as I had intended to do before the tragic events of these past few days, and I would like all of you to join me there. Everybody, every voice counts. We all have to stand together to protest this barbaric, immoral, and ineffective practice.
You have to admire Vicky's loyalty to her brother, even if Todd is finally getting what he deserves.
Very much for your time.
Good luck, Miss Davidson. For what it's worth, I agree with you.
Thank you very much. Will you come to the vigil at the prison?
I'll be there with my camera.
See you there.
Well, that's one way to keep him off the front steps.
Are you coming to the prison with me?
I think my time would be better spent with Kevin. I should at least be here when he arrives.
You may have a long wait.
If I have to go out and find him, I will.
Thank you.
Vicky's nothing if not determined.
This time a candlelight vigil, I don't think it's going to be enough to save Todd. And I don't know how much heartbreak Vicky can take. Louis L'Amour. Nobody wrote about the American West better than he did, and I've read every one of his novels. And you know, just after we lost Duke, went into his room, found this entire bookcase. It was just filled with L'Amour novels. And I didn't know that Duke even knew who he was. We just never talked about it. And I should have known. Dorian, I just should have known about that. Why didn't I?
You're being too hard on yourself.
Wasted moments. How come we never realized that until somebody... You know, I had the opportunity to get close to my grandson, to connect with him, and I just blew it.
You and Duke were very close, and you had a very strong connection.
Then why didn't I know we had the same taste in books? You know, earlier you told Vicky and myself that you were going to let us grieve in peace. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is no peace in grieving, at least not for me.
Clint, I'm so sorry.
The thing is, we were going to take this trip. Duke, Kevin, myself.
And of course, you thought you had all the time in the world.
And we were going to drive through the Shenandoah Valley, and we were going to stop whenever we wanted to, and we were going to camp out. And if we had just done that, maybe...
Duke loved you very much. And you loved him. Very, very much. Just take comfort in that.
I have got to stop this what might have been thing, because I can feel it. It's turning into self-pity, and this is not about me.
I'm just so grateful that you feel comfortable enough with me to share your feelings. Clint, you are going to get through this.
Kevin is the one that's going to have to get through this. And Vicky, with, you know, she's holding it together with the hell that she's going through. That's incredible. She's just an incredible woman.
That's certainly the way the press are portraying her.